So please, just come already. I told you, I'm busy, didn't I? Well, hello everyone! Welcome back! Huh? Yeah? Yeah! God, great start of the video. Tachibana suddenly accelerates her hips movement. She handles my down to the root like she did before, and I feel my hitting the entrance of a uterus again. My pleasure begins to skyrocket in response to the hip movement, so fluid that I can't help but feel she's done this more than a few times before. Yeah, I mean, it was not even like hinted, it was like very obvious that, yeah, she's not a virgin. Tachibana, I'm coming! I'm coming again! Yeah, hurry up.
コンドームをつけてますから、申告は必要ありません。早く射精してしまってください。
You're wearing a condom, so there's no need to tell me. Just hurry up and come already. The wet sounds echo loudly, and even if I know that it's the sound of lotion, it sounds incredibly lewd all the same. I reflexively thrust my hips upward as if the sound is inviting me to do so. Ah, I'm coming again! The cum bursts out with incredible force. Tachibana stops moving her hips as if folds contract tightly around my to trying to urge the ejaculation. Simulation I feel mid-ejaculation makes me clench my teeth from the dizzying pleasure. Phew! My hips tremble as my continues to spit cum. How long am I going to have to edit this fucking video? Tachibana also clenches her teeth as I continue to pulsate inside of her. When I finally finish ejaculating, I relax my body. Tachibana tries to wipe the hair from her face.
時間が押してますので、このまま続けますね。
Time is of the essence, so I'll continue. What, Tachibana? Tachibana starts rocking back and forth as quickly as possible. Not only limited to the up and down motion from before, she adds a twist of her hips to the movement this time. Her thighs and hips contract with each movement, causing her to tighten around my... No, if you do that, I'll... Oh no, Tachibana! Even though I've already ejaculated twice, her furious movements cause a hot and pleasurable sensation to well up in my crotch. Tachibana looks over her shoulder and laughs at the sight of me writhing and speaking in such a pitiful voice. You're fucking pathetic.
2度でもまだ出し足りないんでしょ。いつでも射精してくださって構いませんよ。ただ、声はもっと抑えるようにお願いします。
2 times isn't going to be enough, right? Then you can go ahead and eject again. Just try to be quiet if you can. It's too good! Tachibana's bold and smooth hip movements are enough to make me scream. The folds are rubbing harder and are even hotter than before. Her crotch is already unbearably hot. What the fuck? I'm coming! God, this fucking guy. This is... Yeah, this is so fucking pathetic. Like, brother, can you shut up? I don't want to voice this!
宣告は不要だと言ったでしょ。
I told you that you don't need to warn me, didn't I? Tachibana comes down on me with the full momentum of her body. When my cock bashes against the entrance of a uterus, I find that it's so hot that it causes a wave of pleasure to rip through my entire body. The intense pleasure of the third time caused me to raise my voice again. The feeling is so intense that I shed tears as my cock continues to spew semen. This man is out there crying because he came. Oh lord. And it helped blur the sight of her displeased face.
もう一度しなくて済むように最後まで出し切ってくださいね。
Get every last drop out of you so I don't have to do it again. Huh? As Imogen moves her hips in a way that causes her to twist around my... She's doing like 360 like fucking twisters on you. Simulation I feel from the movement is beyond intense and causing my hips to tremble again, releasing even more cum. Yeah. My breathing is labored as I push my up into her again. Simulation makes me tremble and leaves me unable to do much else.
やはり3度で出し終えたようですね。これでもう気が済んだでしょう。お疲れ様でした。
So it looks like 3 times got the job done. You're done now, right? Thanks for being cooperative. Tachibana speaks dispassionately as she lifts her waist. Oh, this is so tough.
ひどい。何がですか?
Tough? What's tough? My cock comes out of her with a squeak. Tachibana's hand comes to herself as she's trying to clean up after removing the condom from her. I mean, I'm grateful you helped me ejaculate and that you let me put it inside of you. But you know, it was my first time, right? Even if you were just helping me ejaculate. Oh, she's just doing it so you can come because you keep being like, oh, like this won't work. Like I need something more to come. Like do more and do more. She's doing more so that you will shut the fuck up and just nut. Like she's doing her hardest. And you're still complaining. Can you just shut the fuck up?
事実そうじゃないですか。私は作成作業をしただけですから。
Yeah, she was just helping you. But you also know it wasn't really that, right? All I did was help you. I know that, but... My voice raises due to being unable to express the emotions inside of me. Brother, yes, you lost your virginity, but it's not that deep. I mean, yes it is, but it also isn't. If you were so hellbent on you know, your first time has to be when somebody you love, you could have just said, let's not, and she would just find a different way. But I told you, didn't I, that you didn't have to do it, and if you didn't want to, you could have just asked your superiors to get someone else to do it. So the thing is, I have read 2 mangas. I think there's a third one, I don't know. I just found 2. And good lord, Tachibana is very diligent when it comes to her job. Like, she's an actual, good nurse. Like, she really cares about her job. She really cares about, her patients. And she wants to do a job, and she will do anything to do her job. Like, just as you see here, she was like, if I need to do the job, I will just do it. Like, even if I don't want to do it, I will just shut up and do it, because it is my job, and I will do what the patient needs, because I'm a nurse, and if the patient needs this, I will do it. Like, she's a good nurse, regardless of her attitude. Like, her attitude has become because, she's bullied by all the other nurses. Like, after reading both mangas, I'm like, you know what? I'll be the same. Honestly, if I was bullied by all the other nurses, if I had to, work in such a shit environment, all the patients just, sexually harassing me, and, me having to just be at such a shitty job, and then there's, this little fucking kid who's like, oh, I need to come every 3 hours, and I'm like, okay, I will just jerk you off. And he keeps demanding, oh, this is not enough. Oh, actually, I can't come with just your hand. Oh, actually, I need to do more and more and more, and this is not enough. And he won't shut the fuck up. And he keeps being, romantically involved, and he keeps looking at me and saying my name and saying how he likes me. I would be so fucking annoyed. I'm not, going, you know, beyond what I would do. Because, oh, you won't, get off to my hand the second time? Fuck you, then. Hump a bed. So, she is a much better person than I am. She is doing a good job. This fucking kid, though. The more I read the manga, the more I was like, actually, I don't pity him. I do not pity him. Yes, the nurses are horrible to him. And the nurse, I think, the nurse that comes after her in, the nurse that comes after her in the mangas, she's probably the worst nurse. I kind of pity him when it comes to that nurse. That I will pity him, if it happens in the game as well. But, In general, I do not pity this motherfucker. I wipe my tears from the corner of my eyes as I say my piece. The expression of Tachibana's face as she looks down on me isn't quite as cold as usual.
山田さん、あなた学生さんでしたよね。
Yamada, you're a student, aren't you? What of it?
社会人は特にこういう現場では個人の好き嫌いなんていちいち主張していたら回らないんですよ。
No adult in their right mind would insist on their personal preferences in a situation like this. But
でもしかしもありません。
But nothing. Tachibana's unreadable gaze prevents me from arguing any further. Also in the manga, another questionable thing is, remember when I think in the third scene, when they were like rubbing against each other to make him nut, she said a name. I think it was like Mikeboshi, something like that. She said a name. In the manga so far that I read, the only thing that could have hinted to it was one little picture, like in the whole fucking manga, there was like one picture of this guy who apparently visually reminded her of Yamada. And I'm like, did she have a guy she used to either have a crush on or torture or like have a different patient who looked like Yamada? And that's whose name she said. That's what I hope they like talk about in the game, because I am curious, because that would maybe change my view on her.
ダダをこねても目の前の嫌なことはなくなりません。だいたい自分の嫌なことは他の人だって嫌がるのが普通でしょ。ピーマンが苦手とかいう話じゃないんです。
Throwing a tantrum isn't going to do any favors. Generally, it's normal for other people to dislike what you dislike. It's not like hating green peppers or something like that.
だから大人は、社会人は嫌なことでも仕事だと割り切ってするしかないんです。
Part of being an adult is doing a job even if you don't like it. Yeah, like she's just doing her job. I mean, she's doing her job a little too good, but like she is doing her job. You know? It is just a job for her. It is nothing more. Like for this guy, it is like this overwhelming once-in-a-lifetime experience, but for her, it's just a job. Tachibana's reasoning is too sound for me to argue against. I feel more wither and soften.
確かに、私は作成作業を喜んでできてはいません。ですがそこは今も言った通り、仕事として割り切っています。それはあなたが変に気を回す必要はありません。
Sure, I'm not thrilled about helping you, Jack, but it is my job, so you really don't have to worry about it. Yeah, like she has these kind of nice, humane parts in the game where I'm like, I feel so bad for her. Because like in the manga, she is like relentlessly bullied and has all these horrible things happen to her, and I'm like, she's not that terrible of a character.
それから今回は膣での作成を行いましたが、間違っても変な感情を抱かないように注意してください。私はあなたに好意があってしたわけではありませんから。
So, when I use my vagina to make you a J this time, don't think for a second that it's because I feel anything for you. I feel no affection for you in the least.
あくまでも私は私の仕事をしただけです。それを変に思われると正直気持ち悪いですから。
At the end of the day, I'm just doing my job. And the thought of it ever being anything more than that absolutely disgusts me. I mean, she is very reasonable. And she is just really like showing her boundaries, like, buddy, you keep overstepping, you keep like moaning my name while you come. That is ew. That is so disgusting. You keep trying to push your feelings onto me. You keep telling me like, oh, I need to be wet, I need to feel something. This is just a job. I feel nothing for you. And I think she's like saying it this intensely just so he like gets it into his head, because he's obviously so fucking dense that even when she's saying it this harshly, he just doesn't get it. Tachibana's comments leave me at a loss for words. After that, all I'm able to do is watch Tachibana clean up in silence. Why is this happening? I sigh as I aimlessly wander around the hospital. The inside of the hospital after hours is dim and a little creepy, but I like the fact that there's no one else around. This is quite well drawn. I actually really like how this looks. I'd use that as a wallpaper, not gonna lie. Huh. I might just use that as a wallpaper. I want to be alone right now. Not in this hospital, you ain't. Tachibana is all I'm able to think about when I'm in a hospital room. I was so sure my first time would be better than that. While whispering sweet nothing into my lover's ears, I feel our hearts and bodies become one. That's how I envisioned my first time would be. Yeah, you're just thinking about the tits, though. However, in reality, my first time was just Tachibana dispassionately trying to make me come as quickly as possible. It's not her being dispassionate as much as it's her being disgusted. I can't help but think that I would have been better off going to a house for my first time. That's where you should have been, in the first place. You shouldn't have been asking a nurse to do this for you, but you should have been, like, asking an actual, like, professional who you should have been paying. I guess I should just be happy that I'm no longer a virgin. This fucking idiot. It's not gonna do anything for you. Anyways, it's not like I've ever had a girlfriend. I don't think you ever will have with the way you are. With that in mind, having a nurse as beautiful as Tachibana making me a that should be akin to winning the lottery. No, I'm not happy about it at all. I feel more frazzled than anything else. This fucking guy. All I remember is Tachibana's moody face and a sigh of displeasure. The mere thought of it fills my heart with pain. Damn it all. And if she says my concerns are unwarranted, this is really the worst. I wonder if I can't get someone other than her to do it for me instead. As I walk around while muttering to myself, I suddenly hear a voice to the front of me. Oh no. Oh no! It's either somebody else in the nurse's center or the waiting booth. Thinking it might be a hassle to run into someone, I quickly consider turning back.
それマジで？超最悪じゃんそいつ。
What? Really? That sounds totally awful.
マジだってば。もう本当に超キモいから。
Right, I'm so disgusted with him already. Tachibana smiles as she talks to her colleague. Tachibana's natural smile and joyous laughter is totally new to me. So I decided to not turn back and listen to what she has to say instead.
そいつさ、マジで3時間ごとに精液が満タンになるんだよね。お前さっき出したばっかなのになんでこんな出るんだよって毎回思うもん。
The guy shoots these massive loads every 3 hours. I have no idea where it all comes from.
大変だねそれ。彼氏だったら最高だけどさ。
That sounds tough. Though that'd actually be pretty awesome if he was your boyfriend.
それな。彼氏のチンポだったら3分おきでも射精させてあげるって。あんなクソザコチンポじゃなしに彼氏のチンポが欲しいな。
That's just it. I'd have no problem making my boyfriend come every 3 minutes. If only it were my boyfriend instead of that little pricks. Tachibana exhales cigarette smoke with a sigh. I can't help but wonder what kind of hospital allows smoking while being equally surprised that Tachibana even smokes in the first place. I mean, yeah, it is kind of fucked that they can smoke inside of the hospital room. Like, whoa, buddy, go outside. You're gonna fucking die along with the patients. Jesus Christ. Like, good God, go outside.
私、なんで彼のチンポの相手してないで、あんなクズのチンポの世話してんだろう。あれ？ ていうか最後に彼としたのいつだっけ？
Why am I even servicing stupid cock instead of my boyfriend's? Wait, when was the last time I did it with my boyfriend? I hope she's not like not being with her boyfriend because of that little twat. Oh my god.
ああ、ダメだ。なんか悲しくなってきた。
Damn it, this is seriously making me sad.
大丈夫だよ、立花ちゃん。そいつの担当ももう終わるんでしょ？いけるいける。
It's okay, Tachibana. Your time to take care of him is almost over, isn't it? Just a little part and you're done. As Tachibana grows increasingly dejected, the other nurse tries to encourage her and make her smile. When it looks a little sarcastic, a slight smile does return to Tachibana's face.
そうだよね。もう少しの辛抱だもんね。
Yeah, I just have to hold on a little longer.
っていうかさ、聞いてよ。そいつさっき言った通りすぐ溜まるんだよね。なのに手こきやオナホじゃ射精できないとか言い出すんだよ。
But listen to this. Like I said, his testicles accumulate in no time, and yet he claims that neither a handjob or a pocket are enough to make him eject.
マジで？うわ、そいつ最悪。
What the hell? He sounds fucking awful.
ほんと最悪。こっちは看護師であって風俗嬢じゃないっての。そんなに射精したけりゃ床オナでもしてろってんだよね。
Girl, that's exactly what I've been saying. Like, if that motherfucker told me like a hand job isn't enough, I would just be like, hump the fucking mattress. Like, she's way too dedicated to the job. I would just be like, brother, I don't care that you don't have arms. Hump the fucking wall for all I care. God. He really is. I mean, I don't know, that's not a pro. And how much he comes, I'm tempted to just tell him to hump his mattress.
言えてる。
Seriously? Now I finally understand. He's sure having an absolute blast making fun of me. I mean, who fucking wouldn't? You have to realize that she has been telling you. That's not a good sign at all. What the fuck are you on about?
でもさ、私が処置しないで放置したら弾が炎症を起こしちゃうでしょ。そうしたら私に責任が回ってきちゃうじゃん。
But if I don't provide treatment, his testicles will become inflamed, right? That'll be my fault.
だからってオナニーの手伝いはきついよね。せめてイケメンだったらいいのにね。
That's why it sucks so much. It'd help if he was at least handsome. God, if I heard nurses be like, oh my god, I have to do this. It sucks that he's fucking ugly as well. I would dig a hole and fucking bury myself in it. Oh my fucking god. Okay. That just hurt a bit too much.
イケメンの対極にいるようなやつだからね。見た目だけじゃなくて性格も。
He's the exact opposite of handsome, not only in terms of looks but personality as well. I would fucking dig a hole and just bury myself in it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm ending the episode here because that is just damage. That damaged me. Oh my god. Bye-bye.